I love Marilyn Manson. I think the music he does is absolutely brilliant, you know. I think that he really, really just rocks it. And I sometimes like find myself channeling him a little bit. I mean, obviously, because he does really quite heavy rock metal, and I tend to do more rapping with my metal. You know, with my band, The Lightning, I mean, we do have a really unique sound, and I think that's what people like about us. Yo, it's Dr. PenguiN here. I'm 22, and I'm a rapper. I'm really like channeling my inner soul into my music, and I'm really becoming like a fan of quite like heavy metal music, and it's reflecting more on my rap now, because before I used to be more, well, not mellow, but more like, I was quite a calm rapper, but now I've become really like just pow, and it really hits hard when I rap. I mean, my fans, I do it all for my fans. Without them, I'd be nothing. And like, you know, I mean, some of them I have the most dedicated fans in the world. I mean, they like queue outside my hotel for hours, and outside like my venues where I'm performing for hours, and they send me gifts and things, and it kind of upsets me that I can't ever personally thank them. I can't, you know, go to every single one of them, give them a hug and be like, thank you so much for waiting for me. And it really makes my day, it makes me feel so happy as a performer to know that people stand there for hours and hours waiting for me, and I just feel bad that I can't personally hug them all back and give them all a present back, you know? Yeah, so like, you know, I love being a rapper because it means I get to like really express like my inner feelings. And when people label it like black music and gangster music, I'm not happy, because it's not that at all. It's me expressing myself, you know. That's why I dress the way I do, and I act the way I act, and it's all because it's the way that I want to be, and nobody should tell me that I'm wrong or that I'm not a good person because of it, because I don't think that's fair at all. For me, it's all about the music. So when people start like asking me about the money, and you know, I got the tax man come around, he's like, you've earned this amount of money, why have you not given us? And I'm like, I shouldn't have to give it to you. What does the government ever do for me? They just send the police down my house when they think I've got cocaine, and I ain't. I don't touch the stuff. I'm not joking, I'm not on any of the hard stuff anymore. I've got them off of it. But they don't seem to like ever believe me. It's always, oh, what are you up to? And I'm like, I'm not up to anything. I don't hate my mum for walking out. Sure, she left me with, you know, an absolute bastard. But, you know, she obviously had her reasons. You know, it's the same for, like, people who, like, you know, cheat on other people. You've got their reasons. Obviously, you're not satisfying them, so they've got to go somewhere else. And then you have the cheek to you know, call they say it's all their fault. And it's not. Relationships are two ways. You know, you have the front way and the back way. You know, you got a choice of what? About 4 or 5 holes, normally. And, like, and you go and, you know, and then, you know, people will like, oh, I don't want to go there, and you're like, if they want to go there, if your partner wants to go there, you have to go there. You know, that's the way it works. It's all about compromise. You don't let them, you know, you don't take it up the arse, then, you know, they go somewhere else, and you complain about that afterwards, and that's not fair. You know, they have to sit there and watch, you know, whatever you're watching, Antiques Roadshow or whatever shit like that, and they've got to watch it with you, and you won't let them do it at the bum with you. Antiques Roadshow is for an hour. Ain't always for what, 5 minutes? Do the math. It's just not fair. That's why cheating, I think, is, you know, it happens, and it's alright. It's happening. I grew up on I wouldn't call it a council estate, but it wasn't particularly nice. It was pretty grubby, you know. My mum walked out on me when I was like, what, 4, and then like I had to live with my dad for a while, and he was constantly bringing like fleasies home, and I just kind of like went along with it. I was just like, yeah, whatever, do whatever how you like, I'm going to sit upstairs and just like listen to music and whatever, and that's what I used to do, because like I couldn't deal with him just being like all that all the time. I think that's like why I became like the way I am, and I'm quite an angry person. When people do things, I can freak out, and I know that's a bad thing to do, but I really don't give a shit anymore. Like, there are certain people on this planet I would quite happily shoot, you know, and if it wasn't for my restraining order, I'd be up against them, like, punching them constantly. I'll tell you what, right, I'll tell you what I think the government need to do. Instead of, like, sending, you know, the feds down my house, knocking my door down and smashing my windows in, going, where's the cocaine? You know, I think they should be doing something more worth it, you know. I think they should be more worrying about, like, the cyberbullying that goes on. I mean, sometimes the amount of tweets and, like, abuse I get on, like, things like Facebook is unbelievable. And you report them, Facebook does nothing, the police does nothing. What the fuck? You know? And all you got to do is upload one picture of you with a spliff and they're all over you. And you've got every single fucking magazine column in the whole place, you know, all having a massive go. And you're thinking, what the fuck? What the fuck? Who are you to criticise me having a joint, you know? I don't criticise the fact that you sit at home and do nothing all weekend while I'm out partying, getting drunk, whatever. I think that's what I need to do. And if this guy, whatever we've got, what is his name? What is his name? Right, so this David Cameron, yeah? If this David Cameron wants to be, like, re-elected, he's got to start doing things properly. So stop sending the feds around my house, because I don't think that's fair at all, and they're banging down and everything. Cyberbullying needs to be sorted out. And also, when I go in and I have to have my stomach pumped, I don't want to be judged for it. They need to have special cubicles for, like, the rich people like me, so we don't have to, like, sit there and, like, have our photos taken while we're, like, you know, thrown up everywhere. I think that's what I need to do.